DeMarcus. Right here. Mike Bond with Rolling Stone right here. To come back and have a big game, breakout game like you had tonight, just how good do you feel right now?
It feels great. I've leaned on my teammates throughout this moment and throughout this whole process, and this was an incredible moment for me. But I'm not satisfied, and looking forward to Game 3.
Steph, what did you make of DeMarcus tonight?
He was special. Obviously, he's get more comfortable, more minutes, and playing aggressive when he's out there. Puts a lot of pressure on their defense and even on our defensive end, making his presence felt, blocking shots, being in the right place at the right time, and it's a big lift for us. I know he's been waiting a long time to be on the stage, and obviously with his injuries, he's taken the challenge of inserting himself and making that transition smooth. So it's been fun to watch. More to come.
Tim, standing in back left.
Athletic DeMarcus, what was your reaction when you got word that you would be starting, and what were the days or hours like leading up to knowing that you're going to get this start?
I was just like, cool. I told Steve coming into this, whatever he needed from me, I was okay with it. If it's coming off the bench, if it's starting, if it's playing, 8 minutes or 40, I'm cool with it, whatever. So, I want to come in and help the team with whatever's needed. And when I step on the floor, I'm going to leave it out there.
Again, lap back left.
Logan Murdoch, NBC Sports Bay Area. DeMarcus, you went through two, catastrophic injuries, particularly with the quad most recently. What is it in your DNA that wouldn't let you miss this season?
One, I want to be on this stage. This is what I've worked for my entire career, to be on this stage, to have this opportunity, to play for something. But, once they told me I had a slight chance at, being able to return, it basically was up to me and the work and the time I put in behind the injury. It was up to me. So, I put the work and the time in, and with God's grace, I'm able to be out here and, play the game that I love. So, with that, I've told y'all before, I don't take any of this for granted. I've seen how quick this game can be taken away from you. So every chance I get to go out there and play, I'm going to leave it on the floor.
Tim, back right.
Steph, Tim Reynolds with the AP on this side. You guys have used the strength in numbers mantra now for a long time, and have there been too many more nights where that might have rung more true than this one? Steve said that he was thinking DeMarcus's cap would be 20 minutes. He played almost 30. Quinn Cook making the threes. Andre, obviously, with the shot that won it, and there's a shot that sealed it at the end. The strength in numbers, I know it's been around for a while, but tonight it had to mean a lot more than maybe it has a lot of nights.
Yeah, I think when you get to this stage, like our DNA shows up. So it's not something you just throw out there to have nice shirts and give out to the crowd at Oracle and have all this marketing stuff. It's literally like how we approach every day from training camp to June. So how we support each other, how guys stay ready throughout the year, whether they play, like you said, 30 minutes or miss, 10 straight games out of the rotation, whatever it is. Coach always talks about it, that everybody's going to have a chance to help us win a championship at some point, and just to stick with it and be patient. And it shows itself over the course of the season. And tonight was huge. And we need 3 more wins, and we need it to keep going. But that's a part of who we are in our DNA. It's not just what we say.
Mark here in the front.
Hey, Steph, Mark Medina, Bay Area News Group. It was said on the broadcast that you were entering the game dealing with some kind of illness. Wonder if you can kind of shed light on anything in regards to that and what you tried to do to fight through it.
It just didn't feel right, but to start the game. But end of the day, nothing's going to keep you out from playing in a finals game if you can help it. So I have plenty of time to recover before Game 3. Don't really know what the cause was, just didn't feel right.
There you go. There's your explanation. Oh,
And Steph being sick.
yeah, y'all. You can't be sick when you miss, and then when you make shots, everything's fine.
I don't think he said that.
Maybe he got
why
better.
you set him up like that, man? Why you set him up?
Come on, man.
Burt Bondy really
Come
said
on, man. Stop it. Please stop it.
That was really
Listen,
Burt.
he missed shots, then when he made shots, I feel 100% better. Rodney, I love it, brother. Rodney, I love it.
See, Bert set that up too. Now you like him.
Oh, Bert.
man.
Bert's
More
a-
post-game coverage coming up.
Bert's a house husband to me.
Kyle Lowry's a smart veteran player, an all-star, but some of these fouls were just unnecessary. That sixth one in particular, as Nick Nurse said, like 85 feet from the basket.
Well, first of all, he got to be smarter for two reasons. Number one, he's got to guard Steph Curry. So you're going to get X amount of fouls guarding Steph Curry. And secondly, you can't do stupid stuff. I mean, I guess Kevin McHale's the best I played against. Karl Malone. Those guys, like, when I guard those guys, I'm going to get an extra couple of fouls. But he's got to be like, okay, I'm guarding Steph Curry. I'm going to get 3 fouls, maybe 4. I can't get any stupid fouls. And he's done that tonight, and he can't do that.
Well, Chuck, in that press conference, Nick Nurse talked about just overall, fouling unnecessarily. And Jeff Van Gundy
talked
he
about
mentioned
it
it in
a
the
lot.
first half. He
Yes.
said, look, a team that's struggling to score, you're putting them on the free throw line early. And, the thing about that, one, you get in the bonus quicker. But two, you just seeing the ball go through the basket.
Yeah.
The complimentary guys getting to the line, being able to step up there, make a free throw. That can get you going on the offensive end.
Jeff Van Gundy, him and Mike Breen and Mark Jackson do a fantastic job. But he talked about that because it happened in another series back a couple series ago. He's like, when they can't score and you give them free throws, making them walk 94 feet, and that was really because they were close to getting blown out here.
Oh, Golden State was really struggling offensively early in the game.
But they just kept walking up the court, shooting free throws.
Yep.
Yeah, Van Gundy was great on that point.
Yeah, and for Kyle Lowry, you running through screens. Some of these fouls, I just don't know where his mind was. I think for him he has to understand he needs to be on the court. He was making shots, playing better. Fred VanVleet was also guarding Steph. You got to come out and know Klay Thompson, be much smarter than that. And I think for them they got to find a way to get some points in the paint off a post-up. They get no points, Chuck, other than Kawhi Leonard down in the block.
And we really didn't see Gasol posting up tonight. We saw a little of that in Game 1.
Well, because I think that they never got going offensively. And the two guys who got to go down in the box is Ibaka and Gasol, and they never forced the Warriors to switch to as much as they did in Game 1. And listen, but Grant said it best. I'm not totally depressed if I'm the Raptors. And now it's a waiting game on the Warriors' injuries.
Yeah, absolutely. That is the storyline right now moving forward. Who's going to be available for Game 3?
Matt, two things also stick out as we sort of recap things. One, we talk about DeMarcus Cousins, how he played. I don't think Toronto expected him to be that good.
I agree.
And so I wonder if they really had prepared for this DeMarcus Cousins that we saw.
Or for him to be in the game that long.
Exactly. And then also, too, I just thought there was a moment there, from 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter to about 3 minutes left, where Kawhi Leonard didn't have the ball in his hands.
Right.
Yeah.
And they were coming down the court, and he was on the wing. And a few times the ball would come to him on a kick out. He'd shoot a three, a contested three.
Yeah.
I like him with the ball in his hands.
No
He did that
question,
against
no
Boston. He did it against Milwaukee.
Yep.
And sometimes when you have a great game and everyone plays well like they did in Game 1, it can be fool's gold a little bit. Yeah. And you get away from who you are. I wanted the ball in his hands. You're trying to make a push. You're down. And I just felt like, now maybe it's fatigue. Maybe he was tired. We don't know. But I want the ball in Kawhi Leonard's hands every possession in those
And
moments.
I'm with you, Grant. I think fatigue because he's seeing so many different bodies. He saw Livingston. He saw McKinney. He saw Iguodala. He saw so many different guys. Draymond Green was playing. Klay Thompson had him.
Yep.
He is wearing down. I'm interested to see what Nick Nurse comes up with somebody else being able to handle the ball and make some plays.
I thought at the end of the quarter, he really decided to force the issue a little bit and got himself into what appeared to be takeover mode.
Yeah.
And then we just didn't see that in the fourth quarter. And there were some possessions where I actually heard myself say, why doesn't Kawhi have the ball?
Yeah.
They're moving it around. He's on the other side, and they just wouldn't get it to him, or they get it to him so late in the shot clock that he didn't have many options. Let's take it back inside.